Coming up in just a bit.
Thanks, Chris. The illegal use of methamphetamine has become a nationwide epidemic, and in recent months there are an estimated 1.4 million meth users in America. The addictive drug has permanently damaged and even destroyed entire households here in Northwest Florida.
That's why those of us here at News Channel 7 decided to devote 3 nights of coverage, beginning tonight with the basics. News Channel 7's Nicole Morton joins us now with part 1 of the war on meth. Nicole?
Thanks, Joe. From addicts to the recovered, police, politicians, and even your next door neighbor. We're going to meet everyone involved in this community crisis.
So what's it cost? What's it cost?
Like most illegal drugs, using methamphetamine is like a game of Russian roulette.
And I remember I was like 15 years old, like I said, and I didn't want my mom to know that I was using, so I would invite a couple of friends over to stay the night, and we would, chop it up and snort it, in our bedroom. And I remember when it came, 10, 11 o'clock at night, when it was time for us to go to bed, we would shut the door, turn off the lights, and lay down in the bed like we were going to sleep till my mom came in and checked on us, and then she would go to her room and go to bed, and we'd get right back up, and just use all night.
Crank, ice, speed, or more notoriously known as crystal meth, is a highly addictive drug that can be made from everyday household products.
Very addictive. Usually once they start, they can't stop.
Every time I was sober, I would think about all the things I'd done to myself and to my family and to my life. And so after a few years of doing this, it got to the point where I never wanted to come down. I just wanted to stay high.
Hamrick spent nearly 6 years on a euphoric high.
It sped me up, but really I felt almost really like I could open up more, like I could come out of my shell, and it kind of made me someone else, and that's what I wanted to be. I wanted to be someone else.
The high Hamrick referred to comes from the release of dopamine, or adrenaline, released in the brain.
Dopamine is secreted when you're happy or when you have pleasure.
This is a normal brain. This is a brain after the chronic abuse of crystal meth.
You look at the surface of the brain, the distance between the bone and the brain matter.
For Dr. Tabaugh, it's what you cannot see about the meth addict that's most alarming.
So you see them here, not much space between the bone and the brain.
And over time, meth literally shrinks and erodes the brain.
So if you take a normal brain and you weigh it, and you take the chronic drug abuse brain, you're going to see that you lost certain weight.
Although studies show these tissues can regenerate over time, the process can take years, and the repair may never be complete.
You can have permanent damage and your brain can never be the same.
Chronic use can lead to psychotic behavior. Some users have claimed to even feel insects crawling beneath their skin.
They pick their skin. They have sores on their face. They have sores on their arms a lot of times, sores on their legs where they've been picking on their legs.
In addition, when a person smokes meth, these substances are heated, vaporized, and swirled throughout the user's mouth. And the end result? Meth mouth.
This is a classic meth mouth problem. As you can see, the roots of the teeth are intact, and the coronal portion of the teeth are completely destroyed. The chemicals and sugar mixed together will really destroy the layers, and basically you're left with roots. Meth causes you to have lots of cravings for sugar, also causes a lot of problems with people grinding and clenching their teeth, and ends up breaking off the teeth.
Dr. Meltzer has treated countless patients at the St. Andrews Clinic for this very problem.
Basically, the end treatment is you lose all your teeth, and you do it quickly.
Whether it's smoked, snorted, or injected, the outcome remains the same. Over time, meth mercilessly ravages the brain and body.
See, the thing about crystal meth is it really destroys your body. I mean, it takes a toll. I was like 100 pounds. There's so many other times that I just passed out all the time, like just passed out, and people couldn't wake me up, and, I don't believe that I'd be alive today if I was still using.
Stay tuned at 6 o'clock. I'm going to walk you through Rachel's incredible road to recovery.
All right, certainly is incredible. Thank you very much, Nicole. News Channel 7's Nicole Morton reporting for us. And in part one of this special series of reports, we're here to educate you about the big problem.
The other part is to offer solutions or help. We've asked Bay County Sheriff Frank McKeithen and some of his staff to be with us in studio tonight to take your phone calls on the War on Meth hotline, including Captain Faith Bell, who's heading up the meth check effort. Captain Bell, tell us about that program and how it's going in Bay County.
It's actually going quite well. We've had a lot of cooperation with the retail distributors at the corporate level, and I think we're ahead of schedule at this point.
That is good to hear. Very good to hear. And can you tell us a little bit about the program itself?
The program, as we've been saying all along, is to basically collect the data received from the retail vendors and assimilate it all in one place so that we can organize and adequately count the milligrams that are being distributed.
Fantastic, a very important effort. We also have a representative from Chemical Addictions Recovery Effort, or CARE, on the phones. If you know about a meth lab or any illegal drug activity and want to report it, the Sheriff's Office would like to hear from you. You can remain anonymous. Or if you or a loved one is using meth or another illegal drug and want help quitting, our representative from CARE will be happy to talk to you and give you that information. The number to call is 249-3072. Our panel will be here through the end of News Channel 7 at 6, so please take advantage of this opportunity.
Well, stay with us. We'll speak with Bay County Sheriff Frank McKeithen about how the battle against meth got started and how it's